Assalamu alaikum guys and welcome back to the channel. Last video was about to introduction to SQL, and we discussed and went over to that what is the importance of the SQL, who invented the SQL, history, importance, and what's the SQL stands for. So I hope so last tutorial was clear to you. So today we're gonna discuss that which software I will use to create the databases, to create the tables, and then work with the SQL. Okay, so I'm using the XAMPP server. Okay, XAMPP server I will use. Actually, XAMPP servers provides us two things. It's provide the local host as well as it provides MySQL built-in database. So how you download the XAMPP server? Simply you go to your browser and type XAMPP. Okay, now once you download this XAMPP server successfully, okay, it's lightweight. That's why I prefer to use. We have other databases as well, like Oracle, MySQL, PostgreSQL, okay, SQLite. Okay, so we have the various databases. So I'm not using that one. I prefer to use this download XAMPP because the user interface is very friendly. Okay, you can easily create databases and tables easily of your own choice. Okay, our concern is to learn SQL, so it's a better choice to use the XAMPP server. So once you download the XAMPP server, simply what you need to be say, you came here and you have to type the XAMPP. Okay, once you download the XAMPP server, this type of panel will appear. Okay, it contains the various services that XAMPP offer, that is Apache, MySQL, okay, FileZilla, Mercury, and Tomcat. Okay, so it provides the various services. We have only concern with Apache that will provide us the local host, and then this MySQL which actually provides us a database. So how we start? Simple. You just have to open this panel, and then you have to click on this Apache start button, and then you have to click on this MySQL. Once these two services run successfully, this will turn into green and port number will also allocated these two things. As you know, Apache has run successfully. It is on 8443 port, and MySQL is running on this port. Okay, now our concern is to open the MySQL and work on it and familiar with the user interface. So I'm just clicking on this admin. Okay, once you click on it, it will actually redirect to the MySQL or MyAdmin. Okay, so it will take a short time, okay, to load. Okay, so once it will load, it will show us the interface. So we have to be wait. Okay, so it will take a little. Okay, as both services have started, and this is off. Okay, so as you see, it is loaded successfully, and this type of interface will come into your screen. Okay, so what you gonna need to be do, you just have to click first of all. As you know that working with the SQL, we must have the databases and we must have the table, so that is important to work with the SQL. Okay, so first of all we need to create a database, so I'm clicking on this new button. Okay, so once I click on this new button, it says provide your database name. So I'm saying my database name is SQL. Okay, so once I define this one, I need to click on this create button. So once I click on this, it says that database has created successfully here, and we have to provide the table name, and my table name is my or intro. Okay, so this is a table name, and here you define the number of columns which you want. So in start we are just considering only three columns. Okay, so I'm just clicking on this one three, and then I'm pressing this create button. Now that table has been created inside the database of SQL. Okay, so once we have done this one, now this type of interface will come. Here we provide our fields. Okay, what our column names. So first of all, I need to add the column that is the ID, which is a unique identifier, and we will discuss later what is the purpose of the ID. And for second one, I'm just adding the field for name, and then I am adding the field for number. Okay, number means phone number or contact. So once we define this one, now here we have to select the data type. Okay, which data type we want to use. So generally for ID we are preferred to use integer because it's only allow the integer. Okay, it doesn't allow the whole number or decimal. Okay, so ID is unique, so we are taking as it is integer. Next we have to define the name. Name contains the text. Okay, so you can use the text as well as the varchar. Okay, varchar stands for various characters that you can include the numbers as well as text in the name. So I prefer to use the varchar. Okay, you can use the text as well, but if when you entering your name, if you enter, let's say, some quotes or at the rate, it will not allow that. Okay, so for the number again, I prefer to use the varchar again. Okay, number most often number contains the country code as well, which contains the plus sign. So if you do not select the varchar, the plus sign will not come. Okay, so varchar we are preferring here, we define the length values, means that how long the name should be, how long the number should be. Okay, and how long the ID would be. So for ID I'm just adding 10. Okay, not more than 10 numbers or letters or alphabets, whatever. Name I'm saying maximum 20, and the number should be 11 digits. Okay, oh sorry, 12 digits including the country code. Okay, so 12 digits we prefer. Now what we need to be say, nothing we have concern with the other fields, we just move away to this AI. This AI stands for auto increment, and this is basically we use for to create a primary key, which is actually a unique identifier and will uh, you say fetch the data, okay, in database using this primary key, because it's a unique, okay, and it will identify your unique record in your database. So once we define this primary key, as you see now, this is your ID is primary key. Okay, so once we done this one, we have to be say save button. So we are saving this one. Okay, that's fine. As you see now, structure is visible. We have the ID attribute, we have the name, and we have the number. Okay, and data types we already set. Okay, so from next video we're gonna talk about that how we insert the record in the database, as this table is empty, there is no records. Okay, if I browse and you see there is nothing in the table. Okay, ID, name, and number, and there is nothing. It is empty. So if you run the query, it will never work, because as you see, query is already written. Select star from intro, but nothing is displaying in this ID, name, and number column, because we do not have any record in the database. Okay. So from next video, we further explore that how we insert the data into the into table using SQL, using structured query language. Okay, so guys, I hope so today's tutorial is clear to you. We learned that the interface of the XAMPP server and how to work on the XAMPP server, how to create database, and how to create tables, and how you define the primary key. Okay, things are new, so we gonna try to level down my methodology. Okay, to teach you best. Okay, primary key we will explore later, what is the purpose of the primary key. We have some other keys as well. So guys, meet you next video. Take care and do like and subscribe. Thank you.